Oh, shoot. Hold on, I'm getting. Are we live?
Yes, I saw the prompt just now.
Okay, great. Let me get back to Zoom. We had some technical difficulties and I'm working on them now. Victor and Halan, can you please talk for me while I figure out what's happening?
Huang, as I was listening to the young man a moment ago, a thought occurred to me that there are certain rituals that are universal. And I believe he talked about weddings, and I think he talked about funerals. And there are probably other rituals that's also universal. But I think that these rituals are designed to bring people together, to give people some sort of commonality. And I think that weddings and funerals do that. The difference, though, is the wedding is celebrating, in a sense, the beginning of life. And if, sorry about that, there's somebody ringing my telephone. Okay. And the funeral is celebrating a living of life. I wonder what happens after that. I guess we can't tell because nobody's ever come back to us. What other rituals? I mean, rituals, activity that you do in your country that you think may be universal, but you don't think of it normally. It doesn't automatically come up as something that's universal. Can you think of anything? Like maybe going to the beauty shop. Does everybody go to the beauty shop in your country?
That's so interesting, when listening to other people, they share about their rituals. In my country also very different, as I have said that in the North Vietnam and in the South Vietnam. In the South Vietnam, when they organize funeral, people usually sing some songs. Yeah, but in the North, they cry a lot. So they have different rituals and beliefs about that. Do
You
you
said they
think so?
cry a lot?
Yeah, in the North Vietnam, they cry. Yeah, they cry. They
What does
make the
that mean?
tears come out. The funeral, that they feel
Okay.
sad. Yeah, they feel sad when their beloved people or relatives pass away. But in the South Vietnam, they will sing some songs.
Mhm. Another ritual that occurs over the course of my life is the barber shop.
Oh,
Things go on at the barber shop. Generally speaking, everybody at the barber shop are men. And because they are men, they end up talking about women. And I realized, since I haven't been in the barber shop in a long time, that that's changed as well, because our culture now is that many men shave their heads, and they shave their heads while they're at home. Personally, I shave my head while I'm in the shower without even looking in a mirror. So I wonder how the culture of the barbershop, I wonder how that has changed over time. Do men frequent barbershops in your country?
yes, we have. We have, specialized or specific barber shop for only men. and for only women. So I don't know. They have different kind of services like that. But some shops they have mixed gender, like for both men and women also.
Mm-hmm. And nail shops, how about those? Manicures, pedicures. Are they huge industries? Do the average person on the street go to have a manicure?
Yes, they have that kind of services. I mean, we have beauty, makeup, and also they have some other services. I mean, to I would say to make surgery or to do something with their body. That's big industry in Vietnam right now. And even they will make some tattoo on their like lips, so they don't need to use lipsticks at all.
I think Carla's about to say something.
Oh, I really need you to continue from.
I am forever thinking about something, this or that. And I was musing one day and thinking about the different experts that we have for different parts of our body, right? You can have a doctor working on your body. You can have a lawyer having a conversation with you. You can have a masseuse giving you a massage. You can have a preacher praying for you. You can have a barber cutting your hair. You can have all these people, and they all have one thing in common. They're providing a service for a human being.
Yep. For satisfaction.
Yeah.
Human needs and wants.
And of course, you can have a banker giving you money, which influences all the other services you are able to use for yourself.
Yes.
And also, in the United States, you have to go a long, long way before you find a different language. In other countries, sometimes a different language is a half-an-hour drive. You just drive down the road for a half an hour or so, and they're speaking a totally different language. And, and it causes me to wonder, geographically, how do you really know when you are from one place to the other? And unless you look on the map, I guess you would never know. But at some point, depending on how far away you get from the boundary, you have a more distinct change between the two languages. Like between Vietnam and California, that's a long way, right? So it's a distinct difference between the two different languages.
Yes.
I disagree with you, Victor. We may speak English, but we use words in many different ways in many different parts of the country. And it happens all the time. Are you there? And
I'm here. Yes. Yeah, we are here. All the gang's all here.
Well, the gang, we lost two parts of the gang when that happened, and I'm still not sure what happened.
We used to call them gremlins, didn't we?
Well, yeah, we called them gremlins, but I'm beginning to get the answer to the question now, and that's why I was silent. And okay.
So meanwhile, back to the show.
Yeah, please.
Meanwhile, back to the show. This is not, maybe it's not as ubiquitous as it used to be, because I'm a little older than most of you, but there was a time when a woman walked down the street, the man would be sure and walk on the outside, the side that's towards the street. And I'm not sure how that originated, but it may have something to do with, if horses and carriages coming along the street and splash water on somebody, They'd rather splash the water on the men. Now, when walking down the street in your country, is there any attempt that the man walks on a certain side of the street and the woman walks on a certain side of the sidewalk?
Yes. When talking about like men and women in society when they are walking on the road, right? That's something like a term or something like that. So in my country, I mean, we give a lot of priorities for women when they are working or using transportation. So they are so like men are very generous to give women some support or help if they have some trouble. So men are ready to support women on the road. So that also that's great. I mean, manner in the society, and also we here we I mean respect women, and also we treat everything equally. Even right now at work, men can take 5 days off when his wife have baby. So yeah, not only women can take a leave with I mean 6 months. Yeah, so men and husband, I mean father, can have some day off to take care of his baby.
You know, there are people in my history books that's famous for nothing more than how they treated women or a woman. There is a famous person in my history whose name is Sir Walter Raleigh. Now, I don't know what else Sir Walter Raleigh did, but he's famous for laying his cloak on the ground so that the woman couldn't get her shoes wet. Now, that was a certain attitude. That was a certain mindset that we had as I grew up. And they taught me this when I was in elementary school, which meant that you treated women differently from how you treat men. And, you know, many women enjoyed that. In fact, I can recall when it was a pleasant story for a woman when she got off of work and went home. She got in her car to drive home, and there might have been a rose or something on her windshield, or might have been a card, a greeting card of some kind on her windshield. And in my era, that was something that was appreciated. Then somebody made a movie, and now it may not be appreciated as much. Yes, Carla?
Can you see if we're online? Someone check that out.
My phone is too far away. I'll let Huang do it.
Okay. Because this is very strange what's going on. Huang, can you see?
No, Carla.
No, we are not online, or no, you cannot see.
Here I can see live in red, but I couldn't see any notification. Like before 32 minutes, I had your notification, but right now, no.
You wouldn't see a new notification. Just check your phone and see if you can see us talking.
All right.
There
Let me
won't
check.
be a new notification, I don't think. I can't tell.
I'm gonna open my browser and see, okay?
Yeah, please do.
I'm gonna paste the link in again on my page.
Okay. I can't tell.
Well, I can tell that we are not.
You are sure of that?
I am
Okay.
sure of that because the page is still loading. I just pasted the link and the page is loading and it's not coming
Not
up. So we are
online.
not live.
But
Mm.
here it says I'm online, I'm alive.
That's what it says on my screen too. Custom live streaming service.
Okay.
But the Zoom link is not there.
Okay. Let me see what happens if